The seventh pillar of humanity is compassion and humbleness. Be compassionate, be humble in life. I'll take you one small story out of over here. I had once visited to a pilgrimage site. When I went to a pilgrimage site, I was there with my family and we entered into a small restaurant over there because we were quite hungry. It was evening time by around 6 o'clock or maybe around 7 p.m. in the evening, yes. So we stepped into the restaurant and there was only one table vacant where 4 to 5 people could sit. I with my family sat on that table, took over that table, right? And then we ordered, my kids ordered the burger stuff and the fast food stuff, right? I ordered a nice meal in the evening, okay, that I wanted to have, and we started having our meal, a nice family time. We were halfway with the meal. That moment, I saw an old man entering into that restaurant. He came down to our table. He looked at me. He looked at our table, and then he again turned back. He was having a stick in his right hand, and he again turned back and exited out of the restaurant. So I was just imagining and thinking that why did this old man enter the restaurant? He just came down up to our table and looked around and then went away. I thought maybe he must have just come down like that. But again, after 5 minutes, that same old man again came back. He was looking around. So that time I understood he was looking around for a place to sit. But the restaurant was full. So he came down to us and he asked me that moment that, son, how much time do you have? See the question. I shouldn't have waited for that question to come out of his mouth. But the only problem was that I did not understand what that old man was seeking before he uttered these words. The moment he said that how much time do we have, I understood he is looking for a place to sit, he must be hungry, he wanted to have his meal. I immediately got up from my place. We were halfway in the middle of the meal. I got up from my place, picking up my plate, and I said, Uncle, please take this chair. We will take a chair somewhere else or we will stand up. Please, you have to take this chair. Seeing me taking my plate in my hand, the half meal, done. My wife, my kids, everyone got up immediately with their plate, with their water bottles, with their coffee and cold drink. They were trying to have it, but I refused. And I told them not to have cold drink. So they also got up from their seats and they said, yes, please, Uncle, you take the seat. We will move to some other table or we will just look up for a space. And he was so glad, he was so happy. The happiness of his face, the happiness of his heart made our stomach full. That evening was so great in helping. So that is what is compassion. That is what is humbleness. You have to be humble. How did it matter? Even if you would have had to leave that meal over there itself for that uncle, it was okay. I'm not going to die with that kind of sacrifice, right? Even if I have to die, I will. See the soldiers and the army who are staying far away from their family members. They die for people. For whom? For us. That's sacrifice. That is compassion. That is protection that they do. Right? That's the seventh pillar of humanity.